Hi, welcome to Let's Talk Centerville. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. The Golf Club at Yankee Trace is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year in 2015. Hard to believe, right guys? But we are here at the restaurant at Yankee Trace where we come every January, and we're going to tell you about some special celebrations in honor of the 20th anniversary. Here to tell us more is Howie Viglia, who is the head chef here, and Jason Priory, who is the new food service director. And good to see you both, and congratulations on your new appointment, Jason.
Thank you very much.
You've been here a while, so you've had a lot of experience here.
Yeah. I've been here, well, coming up on 9 years. The chef here has been with me most of that time.
So we're going into the new next 20 years with a lot of experience.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to keep things rolling and try to capitalize on some of the great things we've done in the past and add some new touches here and there. So
this would be a great year for folks to come out and experience what is the restaurant at Yankee Trace.
Yeah, exactly. Come check it out.
Today, Howie, you're going to tell us what you're going to make for us.
We're going to have a couple of new menu items for our 20th anniversary, and we're going to make a couple of those items for you. We're going to have our new hamburger, our 20th anniversary hamburger, and a signature salad that we're going to be putting out this year.
Now, how do you come up with ideas for a signature salad?
I just kind of look around, you know, I go to the supermarket a little bit, see what's new, see what's different, ask people. We have like a kind of committee. We'll make something, we'll see what we like and what we don't like, and we pick and choose.
I have to say, I was lucky enough to be here last week when you were testing hamburgers.
Yep.
And what a great job that is to sample.
And that was the perfect time, too, right at lunch.
Yeah, and it was delicious. So you sampled how many hamburgers before you came up with the signature item?
Well, we made 5, and we're going to make the one today that we picked.
Oh, so we're going to have a big unveiling, right? The big reveal.
And a lot of times, you know, if you're having lunch in the dining room or you're out here for whatever sort of event, sometimes we'll pull you in if you're used to coming out to Yankee Trace, and we'll try to get the actual customer's opinion. Say, hey, what do you think of this? Or during the course of the year, we'll get suggestions from people, and they'll say, hey, you might want to give this a try. So we'll try to incorporate some of those touches on the menu.
And I think that's one of the beauty parts of this being, it's owned and operated by the city of Centerville, but you have so much flexibility in your menus and how you work with folks, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep, we always say if you don't see it on the menu, just let us know and we'll make it for you. You know, if at all possible.
Looks like Howie is ready to roll. So Howie, you're going to make the signature salad, right?
Well, right now I'm going to get the hamburger on the grill because that takes a while.
Okay. So tell us what you're doing with the burger.
Well, we hand patty them here. So we hand pattied them. I had it in the refrigerator. We seasoned it with our in-house seasoning that we make here. I sprayed it a little so it wouldn't stick to the grill. And I'm just going to pop it on there.
And is that special seasoning that we can know what it is, or is it your special ingredients?
It's our special ingredients, that's right.
And this will be available starting when?
Probably sometime in March.
Okay.
We'll have everything picked out and chosen.
Ready to roll for the new season here.
And you were saying you hand patted it. Why is that important?
We do that so it doesn't look cookie cutter.
Okay.
We buy a ground steak mixture, so it's not just hamburger. So it tastes a little better, and they don't preform those, so you have to hand patty them and weigh them out. And
it's all about the texture and presentation.
Okay, so while that's cooking, you want to go ahead and get started on the salad?
Yep.
This is going to be, does this have a name, or is this going to
We haven't even come up with a name with it yet. That's why I called it the signature.
I like signature salad.
We're still working on that part.
There, signature salad.
Yep.
It's right off the marketing floor room.
Yep.
All right, so let's see what you got here.
All right, well right now I have some of our lettuce mixture. And we're going to chop it up slightly.
We like a nice spring mix of lettuce, just once again for texture and things like that, different flavor varieties.
So you can just let the burger cook because it's fine on its own, right?
Yep.
Okay.
How often do you turn a burger? You're only supposed to turn it once, right?
That's what I've always heard. Is that true?
Well, we like to put lines on it, so about every 4 to 6 minutes we'll turn it a different direction, 90 degrees.
Okay.
And then we'll flip it over so we get some nice diamonds on it.
And so this salad is something that, as we said, will be on the menu beginning in March along with the burger, but you also have all of your regular items as well, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we have signature items, if you're familiar with us, that you can always come out and try. You know, our fish is world renowned, our cod sandwiches, smoked turkey, different items like that. But we always try to cycle a number of items every quarter just to try to keep it fresh.
So this is the spring menu, you would say? Yeah. Wow, that is one nice looking salad already.
Yeah, so actually the lettuce comes in alive. So it hasn't been picked yet. It's grown in a hothouse, so it lasts long. It's fresh, it's crisp. Right now we have some cheddar cheese. We're going to put a little cheddar cheese on top. We're going to put a little of the mozzarella provolone mixture.
When you're at full staff and I know it's tight back here with the three of us. How many people, when you're at full staff, are back here cooking and moving around?
Actually, we have 3 to 4 people.
Okay, so everybody's cooking and
yes,
plating up
and bumping and grooving. We have a little blue cheese here.
But typically, everybody's got a certain station according to what's going on. So you might have a salad pantry person, a dessert person, somebody working the grill, and somebody working the flat top.
Everybody knows what his or her job is, so it all gets out
in a timely fashion.
Timely fashion.
All right. And we just put some feta on top, so we just have 4 cheeses on top now.
Okay.
This is some shredded chicken that we did. We basically just steamed it off, and then we put it in a mixer with a paddle, and it kind of shredded it for us. And we added some seasonings to it.
Oh my, this is a huge salad.
Yeah, so I made it a little bigger because there are a lot of you here to eat today.
That way it shows up more in the camera angle.
Well, I was going to say one of the benefits is that the crew, we all get to...
That's right. I know they're hungry. They never come here.
Hey, we're well trained. We know we're going to get a good meal coming here.
And fresh avocado, that's always a good spin here late.
Yes, everyone likes avocados.
Pretty cucumbers there, is that what you're...
Yep, some cucumbers.
And the golf club at Yankee Trace is located at 10,000 Yankee Street, corner of Yankee and Social Row in Centerville. Probably a good place to go for people to get more information is the website, right?
Yeah, yankeetrace.org. Great place to come on out and see what kind of features we're running.
How often do you change or run specials, Jason?
Well, we try to keep it fresh. Maybe once a quarter we'll change up our restaurant menu items. And as I said, some of the signature items we'll keep year round.
This is looking great. And you had mentioned earlier the fish, the delicious fish that you have, but the fish fry is a big draw for people, isn't it?
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
We just started that back up here in January, and we'll be running it through Lent. But it's all you can eat, fish fries and coleslaw. Definitely make a reservation. It's very, very popular.
Yeah.
That way we can make sure we can have a table for you ready when you arrive.
All right.
You don't have to wait at the bar for a half an hour.
Unless you want to have a drink with your fish,
Unless
right?
you want to.
So where are we now with this, Howie?
Well, from where we left off, I added some fresh avocado, some fresh cilantro, and I put a lime on it. And we're going to put it out right now with some ranch for you guys. And this is what our signature salad is going to look like.
This is going to be the signature salad for the 20th anniversary. Should we move over to the hamburger?
Sure. We already have it kind of grilling a little bit. We're getting it started.
About how long should a hamburger grill?
Normally we do it anywhere from 14 to 16 minutes depending on how you want it. And it's about 4 minutes a turn.
And you're going to turn it?
We're going to turn it a little while. With the hamburgers, I wait until they start sweating all the way around, and then you know it's ready to be turned.
Okay, that's a good tip.
That's good.
All right.
So we're just kind of waiting for it to tell me that it's ready. Now while that's going, I'm going to grab some onions, and we're going to saute some onions up.
Okay, so we're going to let you go back here and get your onions. And you already have those ready to roll?
Yep.
All right. Cook them right here. So for folks who don't have a nice grill like this at home, just a regular pan with
Yep,
oil.
a regular saute pan would be fine. I got them right here.
And how do you know that your oil is ready to put your onions or whatever you're going to saute?
Once it starts crackling, you are all ready to go.
You recommend like a vegetable oil?
It depends. If you use olive oil, it has a lower burning point, so it'll burn faster than if you use a soybean or a canola oil. So I always recommend if you're going to cook stuff for a long time, use a canola or soy, but if you're going to do something quick, olive oil is fine and it tastes better.
And which onions caramelize better? The red ones?
They both caramelize quite nice. I like the red. I think they're a little sweeter. They give good color to the sandwich.
Nice color, yeah.
So that's what I was shooting for this one.
All right. We want to make sure we stay out of their way, but we want to tell you that not only is it the restaurant that's here, and I know during the winter, Jason, there are more limited hours, but come spring and golf season, you're open.
Yep.
More for lunch.
As you said, in the winter time, we are open for lunch. Right now, we're Tuesdays through Fridays for lunch. We are closed down Mondays and Saturdays. Typically, Saturdays are strictly for events this time of the year. Then once we roll into the season, we open back up Mondays and Saturdays, and we're open for dinner for various nights during the week. Counter service every night. Wednesdays, we do special jazz nights. Fridays, we do special dinner nights. So you could always give us a call and find out what's
Good
going
to call
on.
and check and see. But on the flip side of that, you're talking about special events on Saturdays, banquets and business meetings, a large part of what goes on out here, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Wedding receptions, we do 50 weddings a year, some Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. We like to say that we can accommodate any budget. So if you're flexible, our budget's flexible as well.
And you can really do as much, or I guess as whatever your budget is, because you have that flexibility with your menu, right?
Yeah, that's
You're not locked into this is what this menu has to be.
Yeah, not everybody has the budget for surf and turf. So if you want to do something a little off the wall, we've done fajita buffets. We've done gourmet burger setups where you build your own. There's lots of different things you can incorporate.
Kind of that would match maybe the bride and groom's personality or whatever kind of party theme you're having.
Yeah, tropical themes.
Oh, tropical theme sounds good right now.
Yeah, in the winter it sounds great.
Sounds great. So I want to check on our onions here because they're looking pretty good. They smell great. How do you know when they're ready?
Well, I want them to get a nice golden brown, so I'm waiting for them to caramelize a little bit. The one thing is you can't rush food. It's ready when it's ready, so you got to kind of hurry up and you wait for it.
Yeah. So when it's a golden brown, then you know that it's ready. And how about with our burger here?
The hamburger was sweating kind of nice, so I turned it 45 degrees. I'm going to let it go for a little while before we flip it over.
Okay. Well, then we're going to go back and talk about banquets, because if somebody wanted to come out, I know tastings are a big thing, and you offer that here as well, right?
Well, sure. Yeah, complimentary tastings. And as I said earlier, if there's something that you don't see on our menus, we're happy to create that for you. The chefs are very capable here. So anything you need for that.
And you offer a lot of resources as well for the whole event.
Planning.
Yeah. The wedding.
Yeah, well, obviously we've done a lot of different weddings. So as far as DJs, cakes, any recommendations for decorations, different themes, all you have to do is ask.
And it's not just weddings and receptions, but you do all kinds of parties. Whatever the special event might be.
Yeah, if you have a bar mitzvah, or you have a birthday party, or a retirement party, or whatever it might be.
And then let's talk too about business meetings, because it seems like a lot of businesses are getting a little bit more money now. We went through some hard times with the economy, but now they're able to maybe go out, have lunch, have a lunch meeting, a breakfast meeting, and you can take care of everything here for something like that.
You sure can. And you can even have a golf outing afterwards if you want to.
Oh, nice.
You know, come down for the meeting, 8 to 5, and go play 9 holes. That's a common thing to do. Have a few cocktails before you go out. Makes a nice day of it. A nice relaxed atmosphere. I think the corporate execs seem to prefer to get their folks out of the offices.
Now, I've noticed, Howie, that you've added bread.
Yep. We're going to toast off some nice marble rye for our sandwich. We're going to put some Swiss cheese on it once it's ready with the onions and some Thousand Island dressing, and it's going to be our signature.
What made you go with the marble rye? Because with the 15th anniversary, you did a pretzel bun, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, just trying to mix it up. Try not to do the same thing over and over again. You know, you look around, taste stuff.
I think a lot of people aren't eating a lot of bread, too, is what I wondered if that was one of the reasons. I've noticed that, like, ready buns, doughy buns, people might eat one part of it, but not all of it. This, to me, is perfect.
Yeah, they'll take the top off.
Yeah.
So this way this should be just enough.
That looks really good. You're going to add cheese to that, you said.
Yep.
Okay, and our burger is still doing well, and we don't need to flip it around yet.
Almost. I'm just about there.
Okay, let's talk about some upcoming specials, because Valentine's Day, you've got 2 events happening with that, right?
Yeah, I've got my Valentine's Day gear on today. So talking about, once again, it's our 20th anniversary. Valentine's lands on a Saturday, which is date night, of course. So we're doing a featured dinner this year. We have one of our favorite artists, Darren Bell, is going to be playing some nice romantic music.
Okay.
So there'll be a little candlelight, fresh flowers.
Oh, nice. Very romantic evening.
Yeah, a nice gourmet menu. So
is that for reservation only?
Reservation only.
Okay.
438-3585 for reservations.
Okay.
And we can let you know what's on the menu and talk about the night.
But then you can bring all of your special Valentines to brunch on Sunday, right?
Yes. Yes, the following Sunday, which is the 15th this year, we have our Valentine's brunch. It's going to feature, of course, all of our standard staple items, plus some fun features for the holidays.
And then I know with brunch, too, all of your brunches are popular, special brunches, but you've got Easter and Mother's Day. And if you're going to plan to come to these, you really do. This is not just a threat. You need to book it, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We're already taking reservations. Those of you who have tried to make reservations a few weeks out, you know we book up. So please give us a call. It's only January, but it'll be here before you know it. We do 3 seatings on both of those events. We have an 11, a 1:30, and a 4 o'clock. So definitely call us and we'll get you on board.
And which really amazed me in 2014 is Thanksgiving sold out by August, was it?
Yeah, it actually
Incredible.
sold out before we even started to promote it. So
That's a good thing.
maybe call us now for Thanksgiving.
Are you
How it
taking?
works.
You're taking reservations for 2015 for events, but what about if you plan to get married in 2016 or 2017? How far in advance do you take reservations?
Yeah, really up to 2 years out.
Okay.
We've seen a trend where weddings have started to book a little bit later than they used to. But as you said, for me personally, it's never too early. Especially if you need a specific date.
Yeah.
You know, if I got to have Valentine's Day or I got to have June 16th or whatever that is, definitely you'll want to.
And Saturday's still a most popular day.
Oh, sure.
But what about most popular month?
I'd say it's still June in this
Yeah.
area. October's gaining. It's becoming a close second. Especially out here at the golf courses with the changing of the leaves. You can have your pictures anywhere on the course. The temperature's usually right. So.
Yeah. There's not a bad place for photos out here, that's for sure. Every place is beautiful. I see you're moving right along, Howie.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you got going on now?
Well, the onions are just about done. I added some Swiss cheese to our bread, and we just have a few more minutes on the burger, and I'll be ready to assemble it for you. We're gonna drop some French fries here for us.
So one of the things I noticed is you're not constantly checking that hamburger. That's what I would be doing to make sure that it's ready. I don't have to do it. I can put it on and just trust that I know it's going to cook.
Oh yeah, if you go by your watch, you'll be safer, because the more you play with it, the more blood comes out, and then the more well done and dry out it'll be.
Okay, so you were saying around 14 minutes?
Yep. So 4 minutes a turn.
So you probably have more of the internal clock for that after doing this for years.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of the time.
Or you can look at something to know when
It's getting close. Yep.
And so this dish will be served with French fries.
Well, we're gonna have French fries, coleslaw, and a pickle with it.
Okay. Nice. And then how long do fries typically?
Well, it really depends on what shape your oil is in. You're really just looking for the color you want. So it's probably about 8 minutes tops.
Because your oil is probably nice and fresh and clean. Sometimes I think
We're about middle of the road right now.
how long does oil last?
Depends how much you use it. Like after fish, we'll change it on Thursday, and we'll do fish fry on Friday, and then we'll throw it out. Because we'll cook 120 pounds of fish in it. So it really depends how much you use your fryer.
You go through a lot of fish. And the nice thing is it's all the fish you can eat, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
French fries and coleslaw.
And something that we were talking about before we actually started the show is that this is not a buffet line, but it's actually plated and you're seated. So you don't have to keep getting up and getting more, but a server comes and takes care of you.
Yep, and it's hot. You know, you do it on a buffet, by the time you get there and you get back to your seat, the fish is usually cold. So the fish will be nice, hot, crispy when you get it.
And then your coleslaw, we always call it the famous Yankee Trace coleslaw. That's part of the fish fry as well.
Yep.
And it's going to be part of your burger?
Yep.
We try to incorporate the coleslaw in as many dishes as possible because it is very sweet and popular out here. Just one of our signature items.
I know, and people really enjoy that as well. But as we said, if there's something that you don't see on the menu, you can request it from one of your servers as well. Oh, here come the onions.
Yeah.
Here come the onions.
Smaller private parties. You know, folks always seem to think about banquet events as it has to be 50 people, 100 people, 200 people. You know, we had a dinner just the other day. It was for 18 folks. They just called us up, let us know what they liked. You know, we did a little prime rib for them.
Yeah, if you've got a large party, maybe even, large family coming in, if there's 10 or 12 people.
Yeah.
You don't have the stress of preparing everything, getting your house ready, just bring them out here.
Right.
Burgers ready over this way? Or
Almost,
little family golf outings where they'll bring 15, 20 people and they have a little fun out on the course and they come in and have some drinks and a little lunch.
And one of the things that you can do too is if you're doing your wedding reception out here, you can also plan a golf outing maybe day before, something like that, or something for brides and groom.
You can get the guys and the gals out. A lot of times the gals will be off doing whatever they do before a wedding. And we'll bring the guys out to play 18 holes and have
Here
some
comes
laughs.
Howie again.
Yep, I'll be
This
bouncing.
is fun because we're really getting the feel of what it's like to be in the what it's like to be in the kitchen when actually everything is happening.
That's right.
So now we're getting ready to the final pieces. It looks like.
Yep, we're gonna put our onions on. And we have some, and some Thousand Island dressing.
Okay. Anything special on there, or just regular old?
Well, we make it, so it's in-house.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
We make all our own salad dressings.
Wow, that's something I never knew. So everything's made fresh.
Yes, everything's made in-house.
Is there a signature salad dressing?
I can't say we have a signature.
Because they're all made.
Our strawberry vinaigrette. We came up with a nice salad that we use many times for banquets, and we also incorporate it into our restaurant. But it features fresh strawberries. It's got a nice sweet tang to it. Very, very good.
Here comes that famous coleslaw that we talked about.
That's right.
And our fries about ready to roll.
Almost. We don't have a nice color yet. We're waiting.
Now, when the fries are floating,
It means they're done,
it means they're done.
but we're waiting for a color.
So now we're looking at the color.
Yeah.
Okay. So really, when you're back here, it's all a coordinated effort that you just make it flow like clockwork, but it's really a matter of everybody knowing their job, right?
Yes, it's all about timing, because you don't want to make a salad if you know you have a well-done hamburger that's going to take 15, 20 minutes. So you have to, make the hamburger, and when your hamburger's ready to go up, that's when the salad needs to be finishing. So a lot of it's about timing and, working with each other.
So when you've got a party for 250 and you're doing plated dinners, wow. I mean, that's really comes down to the very last minute to make sure everything gets plated up and out right.
Yeah, and sometimes it happens where we think you're ready and you're not, so especially for weddings, sometimes you're 10, 15, 30 minutes.
Go a little bit behind.
Go rogue on us.
We always joke, if you're a half an hour late at a wedding for dinner, you're on time.
Yes. So that's the big thing.
Things take a long time.
And you can accommodate up to, is it 250?
250.
Okay.
Yep, and that's with a nice sized dance floor, DJ table, cake table, photo booth, all the works. And then of course you have the patio attached.
Right.
So you have that nice outside feel as well.
Well, you really do we talk about the country club feel that you get here. It is a municipal golf course, but you certainly don't feel that. And even though Steve Marino, the head golf professional, is not here, we have to say it is like your little mini vacation that he likes to talk about. You come out here, there's a whole different vibe, a really nice feeling, and the staff is just top notch. Oh, here comes our golden fries.
Yeah.
So are you putting seasoning on that?
I put some salt on. So nobody likes plain French fries.
Have you surveyed folks to find that out? You've cooked enough to know that that's the way they like it. That looks gorgeous. Very nice. So that's the way it'll come on that's the 20th anniversary burger.
Yes, that's how it's going to come.
And so you'll serve that all year for the most part?
We sure will. Yep, we'll have that running for the duration of this year. And as far as if you don't like onions, you can always order it without. But it's very good with all the components.
It looks great. I think it smells great too, so I can't wait that we can dig in. When we talk about menu items, it seems like more and more people have dietary restrictions. They have issues about what they can eat, what they can't eat. What do you all do out here for folks like that?
Well, I know for a lot of our menu items, we're trying to get completely away from, we don't use peanuts in any sort of the processed peanut oil because the allergies are so severe. We're trying to find more and more gluten-free items. That seems to be the latest trend that's happening. I know they have even gluten-free stores now, I believe, that all their products are that way. So just some things that we...
You're really accommodating, though, is to people when they come in, if they have an issue. I know you'll take it, or if it's an advance for some type of reception, if you know in advance, you'll have special meals prepared as well for whatever dietary restrictions they have.
Well, not only that, but it's your wedding day. We want you to have what you like.
Yeah.
I've had grooms that have had double bacon cheeseburger, and everyone else is having salmon and filet. I had a bride and her maid of honor that had chicken fingers and fries, which are excellent after, by the way.
Yes. We didn't talk about those.
I mean, it's any of those little details, I think, that make your day special. That's what we try to do.
And so the best thing to do if you wanted to come out here for a special event is to call you first, right, Jason, and make an appointment?
Yeah, give us a call. You'll want to talk about the date. That's always important. And we can set up a tour so I can walk you around the clubhouse and show you what we're all about. And then just see what questions you have and go from there.
And can people come out, let's say you're going to have a wedding on a Saturday, can you come out before and see how someone else might set things up or what decorations might look like?
Oh, sure.
Just to get an idea of what you might want to do.
We have a few pictures on the website, or if you go out to sites such as The Knot, you can see some photos and some reviews of us out there. But as you said, we do have a lot of events. So if you pop out on a Saturday afternoon, you could give us a call and see what time works well so you don't kind of overlap with the party, unless you're a wedding crasher. And that's always a good way, I think, to see exactly what's going on.
Well, I just want to review real quickly that it is the 20th anniversary, so lots of fun things happening throughout the year, but always some staple events, and those staple events would be the fish fry every Friday.
Every Friday, yeah.
And then brunch every Sunday.
Exactly.
And that's 10 to 2.
10 to 2. And then, of course, rolling into summer, we'll have our jazz, once again, which is also another popular event. Definitely call us so we can get you out on the patio there. And
seems like a key thing is to call in advance. So you want to call 438-3585. You can also visit the website, which is yankeetrace.org, because that is really helpful as well.
Yes.
And then we also want to remind folks about Art the Trace, because that's coming up. That's on February 7th right here. I don't know is that the 7th or 8th year? It's a long time running, and it's a terrific event, and you all do a super job with that.
Yeah, and it keeps growing every year.
Yeah.
I know we sell tickets in our pro shop here. If you're interested, I think they're $10 in advance, maybe $15 at the door. But we have a lot of different genres of art. We're passing out a number of different hors d'oeuvres. Of course, the cash bar is always popular. And we typically do, I think there's an art giveaway as well.
And that is sponsored by the Centerville Arts Commission, so you could call the city 433-7151 for more information about that. So, guys, hard to believe, 20 years. I'm sure you have some customers who've probably been here every week or regulars for those 20 years.
Sure.
We're looking forward to the next 20, but this year is going to be really awesome. So if you've not been out here, we want to make sure you come out and visit. It's at 10,000 Yankee Street. YankeeTrace.org is the website. You will see Jason. You can always come out and meet Chef Howie. They'd be glad to talk with you about any kind of special events that you're planning to have. So congratulations. We're going to dig in. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.